In a quiet little village, there lived a man named Ramu. His mind was always restless, caught in a web of endless thoughts. Though he was a farmer by profession, his heart was always wandering elsewhere. The villagers often mocked him, calling him Situ Ramu, the one who only thinks. People would laugh and say, "Don't assign him any work. He'll spend 2 hours just thinking and end up doing nothing." Ramu had a deep problem. For him, everything in life felt like a burden, whether the crops flourished or failed. Whether there were small arguments or big troubles at home, he carried the weight of it all. Day and night, he kept wondering, why is life so difficult? Why does peace feel so far away? Then one day, something shattered him from within. His crops, after months of hard work, were destroyed by a swarm of insects. His hopes collapsed in an instant. Returning home with slumped shoulders, he told his wife, Gautam, "I can't do this anymore. No matter what I try, nothing works out. Life just doesn't make sense." Gautam listened silently. Then softly said, "If you're truly looking for answers, stop searching outside. Either ask yourself or find someone who really understands life." Suddenly, Ramu's eyes lit up with a forgotten name, Gautam Buddha. He remembered the old stories his grandmother used to tell, how Buddha had left his palace in search of the ultimate truth. It was believed that sometimes Buddha would quietly visit remote villages, meeting people with calmness and compassion. Ramu had heard whispers near the mountains not far from the village, beneath an old Bodhi tree. A saint often meditated. Some claimed it was Buddha himself. Others said it was a sage who had learned deeply from Buddha's teachings. Ramu made up his mind, "I have to go there. If any answers exist, maybe I'll find them under that tree." At dawn the next morning, Ramu tied his turban, took a deep breath, and set off toward the forest. The journey wasn't easy. Thorny paths, sharp stones, the blazing sun, and thirst that dried his lips. But the fire inside him burned brighter than any hardship. By midday, he arrived at a large peepal tree. Beneath it, a sage sat in deep meditation. His face glowed with serenity. There was no crowd, no disciples, no belongings, just stillness, pure peace. Ramu sat quietly for a few moments, then gathered his courage and spoke, "Mahatmaji, I have a question." The sage slowly opened his eyes and smiled gently. "You haven't come with a question, you've come with a longing, a thirst for clarity. Sit." Ramu sat down, his eyes welled up. In a trembling voice, he said, "Life feels unbearably heavy. Small things disturb me. People drift apart, efforts fail. Why is everything so hard? Is this really what life is?" The sage didn't answer immediately. He bent down, picked up a small pebble, and handed it to Ramu. "Hold this in your fist," he said. Ramu took it. Double quotes now. "Clench your fist tightly. As hard as you can." Ramu obeyed. After a minute, the sage asked, "What do you feel?" "My hand hurts. It's tingling," Ramu replied, confused. "Why?" The sage smiled. "Because you're holding a small thing too tightly, that's all." This is Buddha's 1-minute lesson. Life itself is not heavy, but we make it heavy. By clinging to things we should have let go of long ago, release the pebble and feel the relief. And in that one moment, it was as if Ramu woke up from a lifelong dream. On his way back through the forest, something in Ramu had changed. The rustling of dry leaves, the whisper of the wind, everything began to feel like almost beautiful. When he reached home, Gautam looked at him and asked gently, "So what did you find?" Ramu smiled and simply said, "I let go of the pebble." Slowly, people in the village began noticing a new Ramu. He no longer complained. If the crops failed, he would say calmly, "Perhaps the soil needed to rest this year." The same Ramu who once overthought everything now embraced life as it came, without resistance, without HEAVINESS. Every evening, Ramu would sit beneath the old banyan tree in the village. And whenever someone came with a troubled heart, he'd say, "All the problems you carry are like that pebble in your hand you're gripping too tightly. Try letting go." A quiet transformation spread across the village. People began to speak less. And understand more, this story reminds us of a simple truth: Buddha didn't give us something new. He just helped us remember what we had forgotten. Life becomes lighter not by running away from problems, but by learning how to stop clinging to them. Friends, this isn't just Ramu's story. It's yours and mine and everyone's. And remember, when life feels the heaviest, don't give up. Because that very moment might be your turning point.